Hey, everybody. A happy Thursday to you. We are still in the thick of it. Literally, it is going to be another very hazy day out there today and tomorrow. Pardon me, my throat is sore, and I can blame nothing but all this smog hanging low. My ears hurt all the way through, but what can you do? I also talk a lot, so maybe that's it. Maybe it's a combination of both. All right, everybody, good morning. Look at that haze. It is still hanging low over our absolutely gorgeous city, even though it's covered in smog. It's still pretty. This is a live look from our Ochre Mountain camera looking into the inversion. So, pretty intense. It's wild how it's just so visual. It's not going to be feeling good. It's not really going to be looking good out there today. Very hazy. Still dealing with a significant amount of fog across northern Utah. We're picking that up on our satellite radar, actually. So that just shows you how incredibly thick and dense it wants to be. Looking pretty good throughout southern Utah. Not too bad at all. Mostly sunny skies. Zion, absolutely gorgeous day. Not a bad day to escape down there. That's what I'm saying. Not picking much up on our satellite and radar except for a little bit of that haze hanging low. It's going to be another dry one out there. So whenever I said in the caption, the odds, it is a 50-50 split. Scenario one, most likely inversions weaken. And that's with the second kind of low pressure system, second shortwave that's moving on. And the first one's actually moving in today. It's not really going to be impacting much because that high pressure is so significant. The second one will come Friday into Saturday. Saturday's air quality still probably in that moderate to orange zone for some. Into early next week, we probably won't dip lower than that moderate zone, but at least it's going to be better than that unhealthy for sensitive group zone, that orange zone, which we are currently in. We don't want to go into the red. That's bad, very unhealthy. But we're going to take a look at some of the worst cities for air quality today, and then we'll continue to talk about when this could potentially lift. Most polluted. I asked so many people to say this for me. I think it's Genola. Genola? I'm really sorry if I said this wrong, but you're at 142. Worse. South Jordan, second, 124. Syracuse, 123. Saratoga Springs, 122. Cedar Hills, 112. Taylorsville, 106. Perry, 105. So that's your air quality index. Anything from 100 to 150 is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. It gets to be very unhealthy. Well, it gets to be unhealthy for all whenever we get to 150. So we're pretty close there, much closer than we want to be. And there's really no significant hope over the next 48 hours. Still in the thick of it, like I said. Winds are going to continue to pump in that cold air, which isn't great. What I want them to do is kind of pick up a little bit, but they are going to remain pretty consistent. And then we have another short wave that's going to be moving in by early Saturday, hopefully bringing in some relief. And then the winds are going to shift by Sunday. A little bit of cloud cover and dry. No real significant rain. I'm sorry, guys. I have such an itch. You know what, Maddie? You can take yourself off. Thank you. All right. Sorry, guys. I got to get rid of this itch. It's driving me nuts. All right. Got it. No real significant. Donna, watching from the UK. Thanks for watching. Donna, I don't know how much you know about Salt Lake City, but it is very smoggy here. I know the UK can get pretty bad sometimes, but not too bad. You guys have pretty fun weather. Rainy, cloudy. But I grew up in Pittsburgh, so I'm used to that. Other than just maybe a few light snow flurries moving throughout the Bear River Range early next week, not much. Honestly, guys, not much until possibly the weekend. That's where it does look like we could be picking up a little bit of a snow chance at the higher elevations. But honestly, that high pressure is just going to be so, once again, dominant. So there's that little low that's moving in. It's not going to be doing much because that high. And then we have another low coming in Friday into early Saturday. That looks to be a little bit more significant. That's our best hope. Honestly, that's our best hope for mixing anything up. Saturday does, like I said, look still to be a little bit on the hazy side, but not as bad. We could definitely see this high pressure build back in by mid to late next week before that storm system rolls in. Air quality could go down, but it does look like at least from Sunday to Tuesday, we'll be in hopefully that good to moderate zone. That's the 50-50 shot. The bare minimum, the inversion is going to get a little bit better. It's going to weaken a little bit. Best case scenario, it lifts. That's probably not going to happen. I don't know if that is a better explanation of that 50-50 shot, but yeah, it's kind of hard. And that's not just that's from the National Weather Service, that 50-50 chance. So, and it is looking more likely that it'll weaken a little bit. So we'll still be in that moderate yellow zone. 33, feeling that way. Relatively calm wind. Logan 26, Price 36, 43 there for St. George. Here's a look at the next couple of days. Sad. There was hope. Maybe moderate zone Saturday, looking as if we'll be in the orange. This is from Breck last night. He made this graphic showing worse air quality across the country yet again. We are amongst the top. Gross. Don't like to see that. Here's how it's going to be looking kind of into next week. Saturday, Sunday, dipping into that moderate zone and then back to unhealthy by midweek. Don't like it. Here's the most concentrated areas. Salt Lake very high, Midville very high, Farmington, and portions of Utah County amongst the highest. Davis, Salt Lake. Don't like to see it, guys. Don't like to see it. Let's take a look at temperatures. 40s across northern Utah, 45 for Park City and Huntsville, upper 30s for Wendover and Alta. Eastern Utah today, upper 40s for Price, Vernal, low 50s for Green River and Moab. I'm telling you, southeastern, southwestern, southern Utah, not a bad place to be this week. The lucky ones. Wasatch Front, let me move my face. 43 for Ogden, 44 Salt Lake, 45 Provo, 46 Eagle Mountain, 41 Tooele, 45 for Centerville. Central Utah, Delta, Fillmore, Manti, Richfield. Not too bad. I mean, that's a pretty comfortable temperature, huh? Considering the time of the year that we're in. Here's Southern Utah. 50s and 60s. 62 for Kanab, 52 for Cedar City, 64 for St. George, 54 for Bryce, upper 50s Bullfrog, low 50s for Blanding. Here's a look at precipitation chances. Definitely goes up by Thursday. What day is that? Let me see. Because I was looking at the long range models. Okay, Friday. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm thinking it'll be higher by Friday and then maybe into Saturday. So, bare minimum, that's going to help the air quality out. Even if we don't get any precip, we need all the precip that we can get. But even if we don't get any, it'll at least mix things up a little bit. Are you hydrating, everybody? Hydration is very important, especially in these smoky, trying times. All right, tonight's lows. Sarah says, girl, I'm with you. I wish. Doesn't look like anything 7 days out, Sarah. Wish I had better news. Temperatures tonight, we're going to be dipping down to the upper 20s for Ogden, Salt Lake, low 20s for Wendover, teens for West Central, South Central, low 20s, Southern Utah, low 30s, Southeast corner, upper 20s, teens and low 20s for the Northeast pocket. And Eastern Nevada, Wendover, Ely, and Elko, upper teens, low 20s. Mostly sunny skies over the next couple of days. Holiday looking pretty good. Really warm out there today for St. George, upper 50s, low 60s, and then dipping down to the low 30s into the overnight hours. Northern Utah, low to mid 40s. Sunny skies with that haze, mostly sunny Saturday, upper 40s, low 50s. Your Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly sunny, upper 40s, low 50s. All right, everybody. That's ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to get trigger happy. Oh, that looks like a little bit of rain. I doubt that's going to happen. That's not going to happen. Sometimes these models like to, I mean, it could with that low coming in Friday into Saturday. I don't think much of it, to be honest. I'll believe it when I see it. All right, everybody. Good morning, Connie. I hope you guys have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be live 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time, or as I like to call it, Mountie Standard Time. All right, everybody. Have a good one. We'll chat tomorrow.